Next time on Star Trek Endurance.
Security Officer's Log, Stardate 60672.8. The Kongzi is docked at Narendra Station for secondary warp core replacement, after we ejected it in an attempt to save the USS Ontario. I have been temporarily assigned to station security by Admiral Hebert. Apparently there has been a theft from a locker in one of the archeology labs. Some Tilikaal artefacts from Alpha Toryui II have been stolen and I am in charge of the investigation. Of course, the captain has made the crew of the Kongzi available to assist me and the Admiral, and she is anticipating the new warp core will be operational in a matter of hours. The theft of such important artefacts directly from under the noses of both Starfleet and the Klingon Defense Force is troubling. Hopefully, I can get to the bottom of this and the culprits will be brought to justice. Ideally, including the return of the artefacts. Tilikaal technology is extremely dangerous, and having it in the wrong hands could spell disaster for the sector.
Discovering the identity of the culprit does not prove to be particularly difficult for a security officer as skilled as Tech, but finding them out in the Shackleton Expanse is another matter. If they find the perpetrator, that will be the least of their worries, as the stolen technology proves to be as dangerous as Tech feared, and it is most certainly in the wrong hands. Can the crew catch up with the thief and recover the artifacts before disaster strikes? Find out next time in the Orion Heist, only on the Top Hats Off channel.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Star Trek.
That's us. We're doing Star Trek.
You.
Yep. I thought there was going to be more to that sentence, but then I
we are
just
all of Star Trek.
It was like Chesh just forgot what she was saying halfway through.
Yeah.
For a second, because all of you were actually quiet, I thought the audio was broken.
Kip behaved this time.
Barely.
All right.
Well, Kip behaved, and we don't have Maddie, so there was no rambling story going like as we started. It's very
One
odd.
quick production thing is we should be at 12 threat and 0 momentum.
Ah, thank you.
Well,
Yes.
that doesn't sound fair,
Why not?
because I said so.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. If you feel like it's not fair, then I will set it to 24 threat.
Look, guys, you're at infinite momentum. There is no limit to how much momentum you can have.
Yeah, you just give me more threat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
We can
I'm gonna
literally
make a
print
lot.
money
At
over
that
here,
point,
guys.
it doesn't really matter. He can just like summon 20 Romulan battle cruisers.
I was actually thinking that if I were designing this, I might make a section where, like, if you're in like the last or next to last scene, you stop having the ability to just buy threat, because at some point, you like towards the end of the show, it's like, well, I could just buy as much, threat
You
or
can just
momentum as I
explode
want.
the ship. Just
But,
make the
like-
solar system
Yeah.
implode.
Yeah, but the GM's not going to do that. Anyway,
don't-
let's do intros.
I don't know
sorry.
about that change. I think that change is not a bad idea, but like you get minus momentum every time there's a scene change. So that's not quite how what I would do is I would just put a hard limit and just say,
Well,
listen, you can't have double the amount of momentum in
We
threat.
can workshop it some other time, but we're not going to implement any changes today, and
Okay.
we are going to do some intros. So let's do this. We're going to do we're gonna give you no. We're doing a vocabulary word today. We're going to go boustrophodon, which Kip knows about, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's
Okay.
a word. I know
Doesn't
words.
everybody? Come on.
You don't know about boustrophodon? It's so you know how you read left to right.
Right.
Yeah.
What if instead you
Or
read
right to left?
right? Yeah, but what if instead you went left to right, then right to left, then left to right, then right to left, and so it was like a bull.
That sounds
plowing a
incredibly
field.
efficient. Why do we not do that?
Doesn't
Or
it?
like a snake.
Yeah.
I don't know. The
I mean,
ancient Greeks were like, no,
somebody
fuck it.
used to do
I'm writing a
that.
book. I'm writing a book, and I may write my book like that now.
You should. You absolutely should. I think it'll.
Yeah.
I think you'll sell more books if
I
you do it that way.
I feel
All
like
right.
you should
Or
call it
even
boustrophodon,
better,
these nuts.
you can follow. You can use the same system that they used in the Mount-a-Ball curse tablet, which is not a boustrophodon. It's just collections of letters in random jumbles
Alleged
in
letters.
places.
That
Alleged
sounds like how a
letters.
flat earther thinks.
We're not.
Yeah.
No. Okay, we're done with the Mount Ball curse tablet for now. Zoom aside, who's been a member at the
Thank you for
ensign level
saving
for
me.
14 months. Yes, jeez, the Mount Ball curse tablet. Anyway, all right, so let's start with Chesh. Chesh, who's you?
Hi, I'm Chesh. I do politics, I guess, a lot now, and I do a bunch of art. So that's what I do. I'm here doing production.
You also dunk on
And
Steve,
I am-
which is fun.
Listen. You need to invite me on your channel.
You're invited on my
Probably.
channel.
You're talking to
Thanks.
Craig.
I'm talking to all of
Yeah.
you. I do so much
You're
work
on
for
my channel
everybody.
so
You can
much.
always
All the
come to my
time.
channel.
Chesh,
You're
you
on his channel.
complained about
To my
being on
channel.
my channel too much last time.
No, you were complaining about being
There's
being on your channel too much last time.
There's a
know.
particular skill set that you have to aspire to be on my channel.
Is it
Uh-huh.
Hebrew? Because
That's part of it.
Is it
Okay.
pre-Yiddish?
Is it lap dancing?
all right,
It
well,
is
Chesh,
now.
who do you play here on this show?
I'm the babysitter. I'm the first
Okay.
babysitter. That's the second
What's your
babysitter.
What's your captor's species, rank, and
I am
position?
playing the capricious Cation cat captain, Captain Tenelia.
All right,
Don't talk to me.
Jordan.
I'm Jordan. I'm mostly on the internet on this channel these days. At some point in the past, I ran a channel called Reason of Doubt. So if you want to see what I used to do back when I had free time, you can go over there.
It's linked in the description.
Yep. So if you want to go see me talk about things that include the Shroud of Turin, but are not limited to the Shroud of Turin, then you can go over there. And here, I am Commander Malka Va, the Joined Trill Executive Officer.
All right. And when he says that it includes but is not limited to, it's sort of like saying that, like, the ocean includes but is not limited to water. That's true. That is true. There are other
It is
things
a
in there.
true statement.
Yeah.
You can find not water things in the ocean.
That's true. I'm Dapper Dinosaur. This is my channel. This is actually my second channel. My main channel is over at Dapper Dinosaur, which, unsurprising, I mostly do pseudoscience takedowns over there. Most recently, I've been uploading, or I suppose premiering, a series of videos about someone who's geocentrist and showing why that's really, really dumb. But he's a globe earther, so at least he's got that. Although a lot of the commenters seem to think he's a flat earther because, well, that's how stupid
dumb.
this guy is. Yeah, he's incredibly dumb. But here, today, I am in fact the GM. If you're not familiar with how tabletop role-playing games works, usually there's one person who is the one who sets up the various scenes and scenarios and who controls everyone who is not being directly controlled by a player, which those are the player characters. So that's what I do. I will be voicing and making decisions for all of such things in the game called NPCs, if you will. Yeah. So, in that we're going boustrophodon. Our next person up is I think it's Craig, right? That's the next one.
Hello.
All right, fine. It's Kip. It's
Oh.
Kip.
It's me. I
forgot-
was like,
forgot Kip
is
was
is
there.
the order different on your on your screen than
No, I just
mine?
always
Oh,
forget that you're here,
whoops.
Kip.
That's
Yeah, I
fine,
know.
but
Well, it's
there
because
we go.
I don't understand how tabletop role playing games work. So that's me. I'm the guy who doesn't understand how tabletop role playing games work.
This is actually
By the
only
way,
one
Jordan,
you've ever played. It's Star Trek
it's-
Adventures.
that's it. This is it. I'm getting my cherry popped right now.
Well, not this session, but okay.
Well, it's a long protracted popping. So by the way, Jordan, last week I actually watched the episode that we did together on your the one of the episodes that we did together on your channel about biblical scholarship, where you were dunking on David Fitzgerald's book. That was fun. That was good.
That was a fun one. Yeah.
Yeah. So but anyways, I'm Kip. I am a biblical scholar and a specialist in the Dead Sea Scrolls, and I make content on YouTube about these sorts of things. And today is Friday the 13th, which is scary. And because of that, I did a stream about hell today, pointing out how silly it is that evangelical Christians have like really intense arguments about whether or not the unregenerate are going to burn forever in unending torment, or if they're just going to be snuffed out of existence. So that's what I did today, and now I'm here. And then after this, I'm going to go watch an Olympic hockey game.
Was there any room for like apocotastasis in any of these discussions, or is it just conscious eternal torment and versus extinctionism? Those are the only options.
No, I oversimplified that. See, the problem is that because the Bible was written by a whole bunch of people over a long period of time, they don't all agree with each other.
Right.
So when you try to mix all the stuff together, mash it together, it becomes a confusing mess. And
Sounds kinda
and
hellish,
It hurts
but,
everybody's brain. It's very hellish. Yes. Yes.
Did I reach the
All right.
criteria for coming on the
There are no
channel?
contradictions in the Bible.
All right, Kip. Who do
Who
you
are you
play as
playing?
here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I play Lieutenant Vrelax, the science officer and cosmic archaeologist.
All right, Craig.
Hello, I am Craig, otherwise known as FTFE, which stands for Forgot to Flush, everyone. No, it doesn't. Fight the Flyer, if that's it, yeah. On my channel, FTFE, you can find me arguing with people that are really, really, really dumb and think the Earth is flat and other science deniers. It is my job to counter science misinformation, and I absolutely love doing it. So please check out my channel. I did a stream earlier covering a girl that basically says, Bible mean Earth flat. Kip, you might enjoy that one, actually. So yeah, on this channel, I play the illustrious 7 of 12, Tactical Node 3, Species 5008, who is the tactical officer aboard the USS Kongzi, affectionately known as TAC. He is an ex-Borg Klingon who was deborgified by Starfleet after Wolf 359.
And I keep telling Craig to learn more Klingon, but hold your bet.
Kapla!
Which is not an appropriate response.
His character knows a lot of Klingon.
That's true. His character does know a lot
Also
of
forgot
Klingon.
a lot of Klingon because of the Borg, but hey.
Well, there you go. All right, Zeralon.
That's me. I'm Zeralon. You can find me over at 4 Cozy Cat Games. We are, as of next week, switching our Wednesday and Sunday streams. So Wednesday will be a Hangout stream and Sunday will be a game stream. So this Sunday will be our last Hangout stream on a Sunday. So everybody should join us here. Since Chesh is getting all mean about everyone should invite her to the channels, all of you guys have an open invite into my Hangout streams. You guys know that, right?
I'm not sure I did, but thank you.
I did not know
Yeah.
that. Thank you.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are all welcome to hang out. I'm probably going to be talking about another TTRPG game that I'm trying to set up a group going for, which is In This World. It is a GM-less world building TTRPG.
It does look
if
fun.
if anybody's interested in that, let me know. But here today, I am Dr. Hobnall, the main keep all these people in one piece guy who is definitely not stressing trying to keep this crew in one piece. We never have any struggles. And
You
someday
are
they will.
always struggling with how few face holes everyone has.
They don't have enough face holes. This would be so much easier if everybody had the right number of face holes.
Yeah. Well, all right. Last but certainly not least, and certainly only last because we actually are arranged by like Discord nickname. So, Thierry.
Yeah, I'm used to being last in alphabetical order. It happens.
Sorry.
I'm Tiriana. I'm playing Petty Officer Billy, the beluga whale navigator and helmsman woman of the Kongzi.
Navigatrix.
If you like,
Latin.
yes, that would be a possibility. I technically have a YouTube channel, but I only have one subscriber, which I'm pretty sure is a Russian bot. But I'm doing a podcast with some
Thank you,
friends
Russian
that
bots.
is available on podcasting apps under the auxiliary Unplugged. If you want to listen to some weird guys ramble about sci-fi and fantasy tropes and do stuff.
All right. Well, everyone's YouTube channels are linked in the description, so go check those out. I think there's a few people who have multiple channels, and multiple channels are listed for those people. So if you like any of these people, then go head over to their YouTube channels. I was going to say Discord, their YouTube channels, and subscribe. And I'm going to say there is going to be a little bit later. I'm going to be announcing a project I'm going to be working on here with some other RPG stuff. That's going to be sort of a side project. This
better not have anything to do with puppets.
I mean, it could if you wanted to. I mean, I did hear that you're buying a few $1,000s worth of felt and googly eyes. All right, so
don't bully me. I'm tired.
That's literally why you're here, is to be bullied.
I know.
And you keep showing up.
I thought that's why I was here.
Well, yeah, I need 2 targets.
Really?
If it's one all the time, it seems mean.
We know that
everyone's always picking on the Canadians. You know why?
Because you're polite about it.
It's because we all possess the enough emotional security that it doesn't bother us like at all. We're just like,
it's
whatever.
Just because you refuse to be the 51st state when you just know that should happen, basically.
It
would be a bad
know
look
that
if
you
that
have a
were-
lot of restraint because you are afraid of doing all the war crimes.
No, they're not.
It'd be a bad look if Dapper only bullied the only woman on the stream.
I knew that's what you were going to say, and I was patiently waiting for it.
Usually there's another one, and I don't bully her.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right, so we will be starting off. So the USS Kongzi NCC 83005 is docked at Narendra Station. You guys are getting your secondary warp core replaced because, well, you ejected it, which was pretty cool, I gotta say. But it does mean that it does need to be replaced. You can't just slot those back in. It doesn't work that way. So while you are undergoing repairs, Admiral Hebert has let the captain know that she has need of tax investigative skills. And so has requested
Take him.
that he be sent off to investigate. In the meantime, the repairs are underway, and they should be done in just a few hours, actually. So the Kongzi will be flight-worthy basically at the speed of plot, which means pretty soon. Because every time anyone asks me things like, hey, how long is it going to take? It's like it'll happen when the plot needs it to.
So when the stream ends, we're ready to go.
You'll be ready to go
what you're
well
telling us?
before
All
the
right.
stream ends, I promise.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I've listened to the trailer, and it sounds like we will have to go out there and talk to people.
Probably.
Sounds like the Orions might have done it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it, but I have this
There's
hunch.
a lot of Orions out there, Chesh. You have to figure out which ones. You can't just go hunt down every Orion. What are you, ice?
Space ice.
Everyone who's green has to get pulled over and searched. All right. So yes, we do have a super chat goal, as Chesh was helpfully reminding me of. If we get 10 of the $5 super chats within the time limit, which I think is currently about It's 2 hours, sorry, an hour and 50 minutes or so. What that will mean
Close
is
enough.
that the crew will be able to get their momentum pool filled up for free when they want. They can just declare when it happens. And in case you are unfamiliar with this game system, threat and momentum are meta currencies that either I, for threat, or they with momentum can use to improve rolls or make declarations about scenes or things like that. So it is basically a tool that they can use to help accomplish tasks that otherwise they might not be able to. And so you guys can get them a full refill on that momentum, which has in the past come in pretty handy. So, all right, we're going to start off with Tack. You are on Narendra Station. The interior is very Klingon coded. It is full of sharp angles, lots of bare metal.
Say sharp objects.
Well, that too. Also, the directives for this game, by the way, are the Prime Directive, obviously, and also recover the Tilikaal artifacts.
Catch the guys.
Roger.
Yeah. Well,
Do
that's
the thing.
rolled in there because you probably can't recover them unless you catch the guys.
Secondary, catch the guys. Probably don't kill them.
Well, that's just general Starfleet in like try not to kill everybody.
Yeah.
All right, so
Go sport.
Don't
and
fire
thank you, Morgan, for the reminder.
torpedoes on
No.
by spiritually channeling FTFE while he's not here against a ship that is way stronger than us.
It's like don't cause an interstellar incident is not always a directive, it's more implied.
More of a suggestion, really.
So,
Guideline.
yeah, you are at in the laboratory section on Narendra Station, and you are in the archaeology lab. There is a table with lots of artifacts strewn across it that seem to be under various stages of measurement and investigation. And there is a row of lockers labeled in alternate, well, not quite alternate, but somewhat randomly in Klingon and Federation standard. And it seems like what's probably happening is that they're just assigned as people come to either Klingon or Federation researchers. And one of them has a blackened hole in the door, and through that is an empty shelf that clearly at one point held the Tilikaal artifacts. Who would like to be in this scene with Tack? I will allow anybody, including if you want to activate any supporting characters for this scene.
I kind of feel like since I'm the archaeologist that it would be natural for me
That
to
seems
be
like a reasonable,
there.
yeah.
I think my Jordan should be there as well as the number one.
I was thinking that since we're having a secondary warp core replaced and you're investigating some other thing that's not that, Va would probably be supervising, doing executive officer things.
Okay.
But it might
You know
make
what I'm
sense.
like with other Klingons, though, is the point.
It might make sense to have someone along to help you out. I'm just looking through the list of our side characters.
I think we do at least have one security, maybe two security.
Becca Paris is a security person.
All right. By the way, in
so-
case everyone doesn't know, supporting characters are basically secondary player characters that can be activated if someone wants to play someone who might be more appropriate for the scene. So like this security officer, Becca Paris, instead of Jordan's regular main character. And we name them based on channel members. So if we need a new supporting character, we will take a look at the channel members who aren't already just players. And we will just pick one of the people who hasn't had one based on them. And after 3 appearances, Chesh has generously agreed to work with that channel member to get a portrait done for that character.
You're currently seeing Becca's portrait up.
Also, Ensign Rachbot has in fact been a member of the channel for 13 months.
Yeah. So I will activate Becca Paris. For their buff, I am going to give them a focus in gumshoeing.
I like that.
Wow.
And kind of in my headcanon for this is that like they like doing detective holodeck things.
She read so many Nancy Drew books, guys. She read so
exactly.
many Nancy Drew books.
So like
I also like
all
to
of them
think
in the
that she's
holodeck.
watched a lot of hard-boiled detective fiction, and
Right.
so
Oh, yeah.
internally she's like, "It was a cold day on the station,"
Oh
which is
yeah.
weird because
She's-
it's climate controlled.
So like
She's
normally she's like all
absolutely-
gung ho for like jumping in front of it. That she's just as gung ho, but about investigating this. Crime.
Yes, yeah.
I like
She's
it.
also like super duper into like she watched like the old like that one cartoon where they brought Sherlock Holmes in the 21st century. Like you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so glad somebody knew what I was talking about.
Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $5 says, tax going without adult supervision. This'll go well.
That's okay. He's got Becca. That
Yeah.
means he has to be the adult.
Oh, Bjorg reminded me that we already have a supporting character who has gumshoeing as a focus.
Wait, we do?
Bjorg, the Vulcan strategic specialist.
Oh, well, someone else should activate that guy.
Okay, now
Uh,
because they both have a gumshoeing focus, they do holodeck mysteries together.
Yes.
Together.
Yeah.
One is
Yeah.
Watson and one is
Uh,
Holmes.
And because one's a
Yes.
Vulcan, they are definitely Holmes, right?
And what they've done is they've
Yeah.
tried to convince Tak so many times to come and join, and he's begrudgingly joined just like once because they just keep bugging him to.
And now they're
Yeah.
so damn
no, I-
excited, even
I
though
think-
our Vulcan has to keep that on the
Yeah.
down low.
Yeah, I think Bjorg would actually be Watson and would just be really, really bad at the role.
I think he'd be really bad at the role, but really good at pointing out the obvious, which is Watson's
But
job.
who's gonna play our Vulcan?
Zerolon.
Shoot?
Zerolon's gonna do it.
Say I will take him because as much as the Doctor would love to go for, like to do some forensics, we're doing a warp core replacement, and with this crew, we're gonna have some injuries. So he's yeah.
Yeah.
Zumi says
how many
that
times
she
have
wrote
they
her
been
own
activated?
Columbo Dexter My Little Pony fanfic.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that
So-
is a good question.
Bjorg has not had a buff to attributes or disciplines, I don't think, looking at the spread.
So he sounds like he's only been activated once then.
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $5 says, Becca Paris may be able to answer whether the Dixon Hill hologram is fully functional and programmed in multiple techniques.
Ooh.
Wow. Also,
so-
that's all the holodeck is actually for.
Absolutely. Like, let's be for real.
That's why in lower decks they're
For
like,
real.
oh, you have to clean out the holodeck biofilters. Yeah, everyone knows what the biofilters are filtering.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And also,
Uh,
there was actually a scene where the captain was like, "Wait, people use it for that?" And then her first officer was like, "Yeah, it's mostly that."
It's like exclusively
that-
that.
It's
So, which
Why
stat is being
DS9
buffed there,
has-
Zerolon?
Sorry, say that again.
I was asking which stat.
Stat that's being buffed. We can up an attribute.
Mhm.
Yep. Borg is very excited because
It's
being
Yeah.
activated.
You got one more activation before art. Zumi, by the way, Zumi's art is completed. I just need to add the color and the pips because I didn't know how many pips she had. And then I'll add her to the thingy maneuver.
we only activate
Alright.
these guys when
Well,
shit hits
while
the fan.
while
Let's-
you
let's
work on
bump
that,
Daring.
I will see what
All right.
Tech. You are in
Thank you.
charge of this investigation. So, what is your first move? Currently, it's just your team there.
Well, I would like Becca Paris to go and find out who was supposed to be, in charge of security that's allowed this lapse to happen.
Absolutely, sir. Mr. Watson. I mean, Lieutenant.
Mr. Lieutenant.
Paris, I want logs, I want transcripts, I want schedules of who was supposed to be watching this and how it happened. Please go and find out.
We'll leave no stone unturned, sir.
I trust you.
All right. So that
Don't
is
let me down.
pretty simple and not even worth a task roll. So I will let you know that you can access the computer and you have sufficient clearance to get basically like who has what job on the station, because that's not really classified. And it turns out that this location, being just a lab, while it is secure, does not have like a guy who's in charge of watching it 24/7. Like that isn't a job that exists on the station. And also the station. Okay, so station security is in fact mostly run by the Klingons, and they don't seem to have put a high priority on, well, dusty old stuff from under the ground. They don't seem to think that that's like a super high priority. Now the weapons locker, that's super locked down. Lots of security around the weapons locker. So Yeah, and the warp core. Well, not the warp core, but the fusion cores and whatnot that help power the station. Those are well secured. But yeah, it turns out this place basically just had a code on the door and some biometrics, and that was it. All you needed to do to get past it was know the code and pass the biometrics.
I will
Okay,
pass
Well,
that
if there
along.
were if there were biometrics, then there's probably something we can get some scans going on to see if we can pick up some recent DNA or
Yeah. Who recently had access to this room, according to the computer?
So the computer lists off a number of archaeologists. And according to the computer, all of them are still on board.
No, you said that it was like a big black hole, so I'm assuming there's been some kind of weapons fire to get into the locker.
It could have been a weapon. It could have been a like an engineering tool, like a laser cutter or something like that.
Well, something that would give off an energy discharge that would hopefully be picked up by the sensors on board the station.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's find out what happened. What has been picked up that has happened within the locker room.
All right. This is going to be our first check. So give me a difficulty 1. Let's see. We're going to go reason and security on this one. And if your investigation ability, let me know what that actually says, because it might apply.
The character has a mind intrigued by mystery and investigation and is often called upon to review and coordinate response to law breaking. The character generates 2 bonus momentum after a successful task to investigate a crime.
Well, that'll probably be this if you succeed. So.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Is it a difficulty or
difficulty 1? Landon Knoll for 499 says, while space-time curvature may be flat, and then I think, what is that emoji? I'm not even sure.
Looks like a cookie.
Huh. All right. Planet Earth with an Earth emoji is not. Please super chat to help the crew. I suspect they will need all the help they can get.
That does look like a cookie.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my computer interfaces focus because I'm going to be looking in the computers to figure out what
that
happens.
counts. I'll take that.
Google says that's a flatbread emoji.
Oh, like it's a pita.
I see.
Okay. Let's see. All right. So, you, in fact, find the sensor logs, and it indicates that there was, in fact, a burst of high wavelength photons that occurred, which is probably enough power. However, in doing this, you have triggered a lockout, which will now cause any further tasks to do with the security system to be a little bit harder until you clear that lockout.
Okay, well, I'd like my 2 momentum added, please.
Yes.
And I have a computer interfaces focus. Let me see on my talents and traits apply. So I could use my character scanning.
While Tack is doing this, Becca Paris is examining the locker with a magnifying glass.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. So, what you noticed is that there is, in fact, a jagged cut, and it actually does not look like it was blasted open. It does look like it was cut. And so
it would be some kind of tool, I assume.
Probably, yeah. It's more likely a tool than like just blast it with a disruptor or a phaser or something.
All right, so I would hope that the Klingons would have lists of who has tools of that kind of magnitude available. So anyone that has a tool that would be able to do that is now a suspect.
Yep. Well, that would include. Well, it would be anyone who has access to such a tool, which would basically include most of station engineering, as well as basically the entire engineering crew of every ship that is docked here or was docked here when the thing happened.
Now, would you say
And
a tool
anyone with
would be in
access
a
to a
weapons
replicator.
locker because it would be extremely powerful? I would have personally put that in a weapons locker as a tactical officer.
It's just
For
a
the-
laser cutter.
Yeah.
So it's like a
Yeah, but there's
It's one of those
Klingons
things where-
around.
That's true. There are Klingons, but Klingons don't normally just go around attacking with laser cutters.
Yeah, they're also sneaky. So when they want to be,
Klingons are famously not sneaky.
Well, except when they're
unless
cloaked.
you're the Durasses, of course.
Well, yeah, there are always exceptions. It turns out that the Klingons are internally diverse.
Oh,
if
wow.
you can believe it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. In fact, actually, according to the Klingon dictionary, there are even multiple Klingon languages. Just only one of them is in the dictionary. So.
Well, you would think there are multiple, like, on Earth, there's, thousands of languages.
thousands
You would
and
think that
thousands of
Kronos would have
languages,
more
yeah.
than one language, right?
Yeah, the one that's in the Klingon dictionary is the official language of the government, and it was picked based on who the emperor is. His language gets to be the official language.
So does that mean it changes?
Occasionally.
Wow.
It would if they had an emperor, but
Oh, they've got Kalis. He's kind of
they've
the
got
emperor.
Kalis now. Yeah. Anyways, well, so I don't think that the laser cutter is going to narrow down our suspect pool, but the people who access the room certainly could. We should bring them in for questioning, sir.
Yes, specifically anyone that's entered the room that has the knowledge of using a laser tool effectively.
All right.
So we'd
well,
like to.
you can correlate the entry logs and the time of the photon burst to see who to talk to based on like who was in there around that time.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Paris and your accomplice, I would like you to question anyone that you think is appropriate that would have been in here at the time, please.
What technically Bjorg outranks me. They're Lieutenant Junior Grade Nominensen.
I was referring to them being your accomplice in the Hollow novels.
But in the holodeck, I'm Sherlock, so there's a little bit of...
I was playing on that, so yeah.
Yes.
All right. So when you look at both the log of whose credentials were used to enter, as well as the time of the photon burst, which you are presuming is the cause of the hole, there is a Dr. Kaval, who is a Klingon archaeologist that is listed there. And Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $5 says, sober Klingons don't run around chasing with laser cutters. Well, yeah, and Klingons are not often sober.
No.
Yeah.
We like our blood wine.
It's true. There's also other things like Warnog.
True.
Which I don't know what that is. Except that it's alcoholic and that Klingons drink it. Jens van Broekhoven has just sent 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. They went to John Kite, Landon, Noel, Roshina, Geezer, Chris, Admiral Snappy Turtle. Thank you very much. All right, so I assume that you are off to go question Dr. Kaval.
Yes, I will put
sounds like a good thing
my
to do.
I'll put my pipe in my mouth and
I reach over and take the pipe out your mouth and
It's a bubble pipe, right?
Do this properly. So you and Bjorg are questioning the Klingon doctor.
on our way, sir. Absolutely. And as we're leaving, I lean over to Bjorg and say, "We need to stop by a replicator real quick."
Remember, Klingons
I will allow
respond.
this.
Remember how to speak to Klingons. Don't be nice.
Nice, sir. I would never.
All right. So I'm going to assume that. Oh, nice. Oh, you're muted, Zerlon.
There you go. Nice.
I do, in fact, own one.
Nice. All right. So you all arrive at Dr. Kaval's quarters, and you press the little chime button, and the door opens, and there's a somewhat old Klingon man. He's got gray streaks going through his hair, and he's got a fair few worry lines here and there. And he says, "Yes."
Doctor, we need to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
I was about to have lunch. Will this take long?
Not likely.
All right. Well, come in. Would you like some Pipius Claw?
Yes, I'd love that.
Okay. So he hands you what looks very much like an extremely large lobster claw, and it's upturned so that the joint is facing up, because inside you notice that it's definitely not been cooked in the sense of heated to do things like cause Maillard reactions or denature any proteins. However, you can tell from the smell that there's a lot of spices going on.
I'm gonna say that Becca, being as excitable and like eager as she is, has definitely eaten like as much Klingon food on the station as she can get, so this is not her
Nice.
first claw.
Okay. Well, there you go. He grabs one and starts to slurp from it. He says, so, what are these questions?
Well, Doctor, there has been a theft of some relics from the archaeology locker, whatever it was called. And
Wasn't my locker, was it?
no, it wasn't your locker, fortunately, but it did happen around the time you were in the room. And so we were hoping you might be able to shed some light on the situation.
Wait, when did this happen?
Becca would know the date and time
Yeah.
based on the thing. Yeah.
Well, and that date and time, by the way, is the previous day, because I haven't been in there for 3 days.
Interesting. The computer seems to think that you were in there yesterday.
I wasn't.
Is there anyone who would have access to your security code?
I mean, I haven't given it to anyone, and even if they did, they'd need my biometrics.
Have you been in contact with many people in the last couple days?
I mean, my friends. I sent a message to my sister. But she's over on Kotnosh. I don't think that would even be able to get here unless she was already on the way.
Question.
I don't always
background
trust
knowledge. The biometrics. What kind of biometrics are we talking here?
So there are actually a few options because there's a few different species who need a few options, but the Klingons usually just go with a thumbprint.
Got it.
Check and see if he has all his thumbs.
Yeah.
Does he have his thumbs?
Yes, he does in fact have his thumbs.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have they been switched at all? Like,
Well, you're not a doctor, but as far as you can tell, no, they have not been switched.
okay.
They are not obviously like mismatched or anything.
Watson, I wonder if anybody got access to his thumbprint.
Ensign, please remember we're not currently on the holodeck.
Yes, sir. Yes, of
I
course.
I do
Wait, is
appreciate
this some
your
kind of game?
enthusiasm.
Is there
the
an
game
elaborate ruse?
The game is a foot doctor, but this is not a game.
I don't know what that means. Is that some kind of human thing?
Yes.
It is, but it's also irrelevant at the moment. In the last few days, has there been anybody in contact with you that you don't usually have contact with? A stranger?
No. I've been taking some time off. It's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you. I celebrate privately.
Oh. Can
Also,
I...
John owes 7 AU for $7.99 redues. Says momentum fill in progress, 50% complete. Thank you very much.
Get in.
So I'm trying to think of methods in which somebody could get access to this person's biometrics. He says he's been in his room by himself basically for 3 days.
For the most part.
Has anyone specifically visited him? Has he shaken their hands or anything like that? I think we need to be.
Well, anything he's touched could have had a thumbprint lifted from it.
Right.
And if it's his birthday, he clearly had some claws or something delivered here, so it's quite possible.
That's true.
that
I did have them delivered. These are not replicated.
What if we take his thumbprint and then we compare the thumbprint we get to the thumbprint that's there? Maybe we can run some analysis to see if this was like a clean print, or maybe if this was something like that was taken off of another object. Maybe we can do some gumshoeing to figure that out.
I like that. You're going to ask him for a thumbprint?
Yes. Doctor, would you be willing to give us your thumbprint so we can run some analyses and compare it to the thumbprint that was used to access the locker?
Are you going to delete it afterwards? Assuming that you clear me?
Yes.
All right, you say that, but there was a data breach at Federation headquarters, and 70,000 personal IDs were leaked just last week. How can I trust you?
Yes, right. We deleted Durf's app from Starfleet. It's fine.
Well,
that's good.
As you know, Doctor, Vulcans never lie. And so if the Lieutenant says he's going to delete it, then You know he's going
But that's
to.
exactly what a Romulan spy would say to convince me to give over my thumbprint.
My shoulders
do I
are not
know
square
you're
enough
not
to be
a-
Romulan.
How do I know this isn't a Romulan spy?
He's really good at Vulcan ice hockey. I don't know any
I
Romulans who
heard
do,
if
who do
you
that.
kill them, they turn back.
I'm telling you, I'm not wearing square shoulders. That's how you identify a Romulan.
That is
Would a
true.
Romulan have that haircut?
Yes, they all have that haircut. I don't know how it is, but despite being separated by allegedly tens of thousands of years or something, Romulans and Vulcans managed to keep the same haircut that entire time. It's bizarre and honestly off-putting.
Yeah, but Romulan's eyebrows get bigger.
That Tweezers are a thing.
Okay, so we're gonna take his thumbprints and
Yeah, fine, you can have a thumbprint.
can you think of anything else to ask him while we're here?
Oh, I know we're missing something.
Don't skip town.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
tell him.
don't skip town.
I'd ask him not to leave the station while we're doing our investigation, in case we have more questions.
All right, I suppose. I still have
And-
another day and a half off anyway.
If you think of anybody out of the ordinary that you've had contact in the last few days, please let us know.
You know that this is a space station in uncharted space, right?
Correct, which is
Okay.
why out of the ordinary tends to be, everyone
like,
has their own little rut they go
Almost
in.
every day I encounter someone from a species I've never even heard of.
Well, Doctor, happy birthday. I hope your
Thank
birthday
you.
is filled with the blood of your enemies.
I mean, I'm a scientist.
Metaphorical blood.
Oh, you know that we're not all warriors who go around killing for fun, right? That's a
Metaphorical
harmful
enemies.
stereotype that has in fact kept Klingon scientists out of
That's
many
an-
prestigious positions throughout the years. You're aware of this fact?
Wah.
I am now. Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome. Maybe I don't know. Don't be quite so stereotyping with Klingons.
I'll make sure to let TAC know of that.
All right. Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $5 says the people responsible for the data breach have been sacked and replaced with llamas. Good. Now we'll only have to apologize for them because they'll also be sacked.
Hack
All
has
right.
a fear of llamas.
Uh-oh. Well, it's a good thing that you're not at Federation Head HQ where all the llamas are.
I mean, so I live in the middle of nowhere, and people run like sheep and goats and stuff here. And one of the rules of thumb is if you run livestock like that, you must have either a donkey or a llama in the pen with them, because those are the two animals that will absolutely chase down and kick the crap out of predators.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. Neat. All right, so yeah, you get his thumbnail or thumbprint. I know what anatomy is.
Right off his thumbnail.
I'm aware of how human hands work for the most part. I have a
Something about
human
being
suit.
on YouTube too long.
Yeah. All right, so you get that, and when you go to compare it to the thumbnail on file, the file is corrupt.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Hold on.
Iris,
I need to pull
report.
up my...
You guys do
Uh,
remember that you have our lizard man with us, who is a guy who does technical stuff too.
Well, I was about to tell the lizard man about this. I was gonna pull up the technobabble generator first, but I'll say, well, Lieutenant, we met this great Klingon doctor. It was his birthday. We had some delicious claws, and I learned more about Klingon culture and how it's a harmful stereotype to assume they're all warriors.
Don't listen to them. They're all warriors at heart.
Agree.
Oh, we also got his thumbprint.
Okay. And have you compared the thumbprint with the access code that was used?
Well, funny story, the access code is corrupted. So
Okay.
maybe the lieutenant can uncorrupt it?
Well, if you want to investigate that, that is going to be a reason engineering task with difficulty 3 because of the unfortunate mishap that Craig had earlier. And anything to do with computer systems or things like that will I'll allow that for focuses, or things to do with like criminal investigations. If you have that as a focus, I will allow that too.
The mishap? What mishap?
Oh, you rolled a 20 on your roll. Yeah,
Ah,
which made me introduce a security lockout, which is causing problems.
right.
We should probably do something about that.
In case anyone is new to the system, basically when you roll a very, very high number on the die, sometimes that can cause things to go wrong, or it can just give me an extra point of threat. And this time I chose not to take the point of threat, but instead to introduce a complication to the scene, which is a security lockout.
Can Becca try to clear the security lockout?
Yeah, what would you, how would you like to go about doing that?
Well, I think I'm gonna reset the isolinear plasma ionic relay, which should like reboot the system.
Oh. Okay, just make sure that you don't actually overload any of the induction coils around the, the computer core perimeter matrix.
Yeah, this isn't my first isolinear replacement.
Okay, all right. I'll tell you what, that will be a control and security check difficulty 3.
All right. Do we have any momentum? We have 2.
Control
All right, I'm going.
security. I've got.
I'm gonna spend both of those and give you a threat, so I can roll 4 dice.
Okay.
Because I don't think I have a focus that applies.
Can I assist with that at all? Because I've got 15 and I've got a focus.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Wow.
Boom. I told you this isn't my first
All right,
isolinear
1,
chip
2,
replacement.
3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 3 momentum. So we should be at 3 total.
Another 2 as well, because I did just do a successful task whilst investigating the crime.
No, I
You can
counted
only-
that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can only do 1 die too.
Yeah, I only counted your first die.
Yeah.
All right, so the security lockout has been fixed, and so the difficulty in investigating this corrupted file is now down to 2. So if anyone wants to give a control and security on that, it will be difficulty 2. You could also do control and engineering, although I suspect that everyone in this scene is probably better, unless Lieutenant Vrelax has a pretty good control engineering. I'm not sure.
Well, I'd like to interface using my Borg technology to try and bypass any other problems that are there, whilst using my computer interfaces focus as well.
That absolutely works. I like that.
I just imagine right now, Tack pulls out a little bag full of like Borg to various species adapters. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Not
I
this one.
imagine he looks like
This one,
R2D2
Klingon.
with a little thing that opens up and a little goober comes out. Plugs in the
It's
wall.
always
I'm also
USB-C.
going to.
Hold on, Jordan. Go ahead.
While pulling out my newly replicated pipe, has Lieutenant? I'm gonna ask Lieutenant Vrelax. Have you investigated what kind of artifacts were taken? We might be able to find some pattern there that could lead us to our culprits.
I was looking for the records, but I haven't been able to find them yet.
All right, I will say that you have now found the records.
Okay.
And that these were categorized as Tilikaal artifacts. And while they have not been officially characterized, the notes indicate that they seem like they may have been some kind of power generation device, as well as part of a computer interface. And then there were some other completely uncategorized items, because not everything about the Tilikaal is understood well enough for us to identify all of these. For all we know, maybe it was a curse tablet in Tilikaal with letters that go in just random orders that may or may not actually be
It could be
Tilikaal
that,
letters.
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
could be.
that's possible. Or an electric power plant underneath the Tilikaal pyramid. That's
Well, I mean,
all
that's
those
actually a
guys,
reasonable
but
thing for the Tilikaal, so like...
It's
you know.
true.
Was
You
there a
have 3
cylinder
momentum.
about this big, like a large beer can? That we.
So there were
Oh.
a few different sizes, but they were big enough that you could fit them on a shelf in like a locker. So like, there were some devices that were a little bit bigger or smaller, but most of them were probably about the size of like a little tumbler.
Okay, so Elder AI is still on the table.
Yes,
Right,
definitely.
So I'm basically attempting some kind of complete security override using my Borg implants, and I'm going to use my computer interfaces, focus, as well as using a momentum.
As Robert Hadsett points out, a ritual device? Yes, there's a very high chance that some of them were ritual devices. That might have even been body safe.
By the way, guys,
so-
for anybody that's wondering, this kind of pipe is actually called a calabash pipe, and it's this shape because it's made out of a gourd.
I was going to say that is a
nice.
kind of gourd, but yeah, okay, there you go.
Yeah. So it's made out of a gourd, and then the white part on top is a wood insert, so that you can use it as a pipe.
Nice.
Yeah, I was
Alright, so
going
that is
to ask
an
about the white part on the top.
That is an extra point of momentum that we've gained, although I think one was spent, so I think it's a wash.
But I then get another 2 because of the successful...
Oh, yes, that's true. You
Yes.
do get another 2. So that is actually an increase of 2, because apparently this was designed for TAC in a way that I didn't even realize it was. All right. Okay, so as you're interfacing, your consciousness drifts towards sort of the computer, and you can see the code like it's the Matrix. And so one of the things that you uncover is that what actually ended up opening this door was someone using a neural interface to directly manipulate the security code to get the door open. And it just so happened that the closest that hacking came to actually an identifiable biometric and scan and code was Dr. Caval. But unless he has a neural interface and tried to access this in a very sloppy way while badly covering his tracks, it probably wasn't him.
Okay, well, whilst I'm inside the computer, I'm going to search through the crew manifest and see who has any kind of neural interface.
No one has anything noted on any of their personnel files or anything about a neural interface.
No visitors or anything that might have that available?
Well, it turns out that one of the things that you can identify with, say, maybe a gain information spend would be more information about the user of this neural interface.
Okay, I'm going to spend, however many momentum I need for that then.
Just like 1.
Okay.
So this device seems like it was of Orion design. And the manifest for who has been docking and whatnot says that, in fact, the only Orion ship to have docked here in the last week or so was the SS Castle Rock.
Is it still docked?
No, it departed a few hours ago.
Right, okay. And I'm assuming it's left at warp?
Yes.
Okay, well, then we need to send something after that pretty damn quick.
Well, fortunately, we are going to reduce the momentum by 1 and change to a new scene because the USS Kongzi, the fastest ship in the fleet, now has its secondary warp core reinstalled and ready to go.
Plot armor activated!
Well,
With only
timing.
12 redshirt slops in the process.
We got zoomies and we got zoomies.
Okay, so attack to Captain.
Go for Captain.
Yes, an Orion ship recently left the station. I need you to track it down and stop it immediately.
Do you need to get on board before we go do that?
No, I can stay here and continue the investigation. I advise you leaving as soon as possible to stop them before they get out of reach.
Noted.
Captain, I appreciate his enthusiasm, but maybe we want our tactical officer.
I think we should probably, I like, as soon as I'm off the call with him, I'm like, we're gonna wait for him, so just start with scans. So you can see what direction they went.
Alright, so scanning is going to be a control and con task, which can be assisted by the ship's sensors and con.
Control and
13
con. Okay, I've got 15.
I mean, I feel like Petty Officer Billy might have a really good control con.
Billy, hey,
Probably.
we're tracking an Orion ship. Can you figure out where they went?
Indistinct beluga whale
I can
noises.
definitely try.
They left at about X time. I don't have a watch.
Well, can I ask that at least either Becca or the lieutenant stay on board to continue the investigation there, whilst then I rejoin the ship and
Yes.
act
Well-
as tactical officer?
Yes, but we already know where the stuff went, right? It's on board the
Well,
ship.
not necessarily. There might be more things to look into.
Leave
Something might come
the
up
two Sherlock Holmes addicted people alone. Nothing bad will happen.
With a mystery.
It's called a B plot. It's always good.
Yeah. So I'll rejoin the ship. Paris and the Vulcan lieutenant will stay in case anything else comes up on board the station. and then we're going to chase down the Orion ship.
Do you think he's gonna ask for permission for this, or you think he's just gonna do it?
I mean, they are both security officers, and he's head of security.
He's in
so he'd be well
charge.
within his authority
Yeah.
to order them to stay.
Yeah.
Though,
Because I do not trust that doctor, and I am going to surreptitiously ask them to keep an eye on the doctor.
though, when we're underway,
Doctor Who?
and as we're like already light years away from the station, and I'm informed that 2 of my crew are still on the station.
Yeah.
Like,
That is exactly what's about to happen.
Lieutenant Math
Well, but-
Navigator for $5 says, "Just beam him aboard. What could go wrong?"
Go wrong.
When the Kongzi gets back, you know they're both going to be dressed as Sherlock Holmes, running from the entire everybody on the station have to get emergency beamed out for some unknown reason.
There's no time to explain.
Obviously, I've discussed this with both the captain and the first officer to leave two of the finest security officers that we have on board the station in case anything comes up there in regards to the Tilikaal matter.
Are they both security officers? I know one of them is.
they are. One's a
Okay.
strategic specialist, but he would be a subset of security.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, Vaugh's not going to want to leave 2 crew members on board the station. So if you want it to happen, don't ask permission, ask forgiveness.
Well, also, I mean, the captain can just say yes
And
or no on this one.
Captain can do whatever, yeah.
All right, so are
It's
these
fine.
2 staying?
It'll be fine.
All
What
right.
could go wrong?
All right, they're staying. So all of our main characters get on the ship and they take off. And Billy, did you get that roll for me?
Yeah, I wanted to ask, what do I roll for that? Sorry.
A control and con.
Oh.
And do we
of
have...
course.
Yeah, assisted by the ship, which has already been rolled.
We have momentum if you need to use it.
Yeah.
Ship gave
we
you
have
1.
4.
What's the difficulty?
Just 2.
Yeah, then I don't think I need momentum.
Yeah, I only need to roll 1 success.
Where we're going, we don't need momentum.
And I have a focus in both navigation and
I don't know
helm
about that.
operations.
It's not us
so-
who's gonna need it, Jordan.
Now I
It's
am.
the 2 that got left behind on the station.
I'll take a point of threat on that one. Thank you very much for rolling that 20, Petty Officer Billy. I do appreciate it. Yeah. All right, so you guys set off, and the warp trail is not terribly hard to follow. But let's see. Along the flight route, though, you are interrupted by gravimetric disturbances, which I am paying 4 threat for, because it's going to be level 2. Yes, please do the Star Trek bounce. Kip, come on, Tiri, bounce.
There you go. Now, Tiri's inside cetacean ops, so like they're in water. I don't know if they would actually be bouncing.
ground. No, they would not.
It would be dampened. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not filling my room with water.
Oh, yeah, come on. I mean, look, I
Don't
definitely
say or don't, man. Come on.
I went
He
and got
grabbed
an
the
appropriate
pipe.
pipe. I grabbed
Yeah.
the pipe. You can flood your room.
Maybe during the break, if I can find some blue plastic, I will put it over the camera.
Okay. Actually, we'll take a break after the scene. So, all right. So, what is going to happen is first we need a daring and science roll, difficulty 3, to figure out how to avoid all these gravimetric anomalies, and then we're going to use some daring and con later to figure out if you can safely do it now that it's been made safe, or well, now that it's been made possible. So this is going to be a difficulty 3 daring in science, which can be assisted by the ships. We'll say I'm gonna go engines and science on this one, since you're having to figure out how to adjust your course and power and whatnot.
I do believe that's going to be Kip.
Should
The science.
I do
Yep.
that, or daring and science sounds like a Vrailex thing?
Yep, and he
Relax
did.
thing.
So, with 4 successes, which is 2 more than was needed, you have successfully figured out how to feed that information to helm control in a way that is actionable. So,
So are we at 6 momentum then?
yeah, it looks like
We're at
we might
4,
not
so
need that
right.
refill. You guys are doing great.
We need the refill.
Just need to
I mean,
It's
refill.
like
I
a
probably would
momentum
need, like, a
building
refill, too.
character in this game. It's brilliant.
There's still 10 threat.
John Kitai, or Kitai, I'm not sure, says, "Can I assist with moral support?" Sure, of course you can.
Okay,
All right.
so daring and control.
All right, this is going to be a difficulty
daring
3,
and con.
daring and con.
Can the ship assist with that?
We have 6 momentum.
Yes,
Please
the
use
ship
it.
can assist
I'll
with engines and con.
spend 3 momentum to gain 2 additional dice.
Yeah, we have 6
And-
momentum and we're 7 of 10. Spin momentum.
All right, so that is
Three.
1 more than needed. So you spent, looks like 3 momentum and got 1 back. So we should be at 4 momentum.
4.
All right, back on the station, Narendra Station, as our intrepid secondary characters are stomping around the station looking for clues, a Ferengi approaches them and says, "Are you investigating the stolen artifacts?"
Everybody know about the
we-
stolen artifacts?
We
You're not
are,
there,
but how do you know about the stolen artifacts?
So Becca, in her mind, has transitioned from Sherlock Holmes to like Dick Tracy. Now it's like, who's asking?
We don't know where you got the trench coat from, but you're both wearing one.
My name
The replicator
is
room.
Krem. That's who's asking.
Rem.
Are you?
Going
Are you
Dick Tracy, I'll switch to cigars.
We are. What do you know about them?
Well, I know where you can find some Tilikaal artifacts if that's what you're into.
We might be if the price is right.
How about 700 bars of gold-pressed latinum?
Sounds like a lot.
That is a lot. You
Yes, but
Or
you
how-
work for the Federation. You have lots of latinum.
how can we know you actually have a Tilikaal artifact?
How can I know you have 700 bars of latinum? Of course you do. Of course I do. Why would I make the offer?
Bars? No. Dealing with this guy, I'm dealing with like strips, not bars.
I am insulted.
Ferengi's a coward, don't forget that.
Oh, he doesn't have the ears to cause any problems here. Not enough lobes.
Yeah, I don't think that 700 bars is a fair price, even unless you can give me a Tilikaal planet. Why don't you describe what this artifact does? Then we'll decide if it's worth the price.
It glows blue, and it emits various waves of radiation.
Oh, Lieutenant, it glows blue and emits radiation.
That's what they all do.
I'm pretty
I have a flashlight that does that, but for Tilikaal
Was it made
flashlight-
by the Tilikaal? No.
I'm pretty sure that glowing blue is the definition of emitting some waves of radiation.
All right. Cherenkov radiation does that.
Blue
Where
light
is
does
this
that too.
artifact?
It's in my cargo hold.
Oh
We're
god,
gonna
they're
need to
get
see this
kidnapped.
We're gonna need to see the artifact and not in your cargo hold. It needs to be on the station.
Well, I am not moving it it's very large. I'm not just going to move it for you. How do I know you won't steal it? I don't trust the Federation.
Well, maybe you'll
Oh.
trust station security.
I trust them less. They're always going through my things. It's very inconvenient. And they impounded some of my wine. I think they're drinking it.
Logic's pretty clear here. The Ferengi's incapable of moving it. He's not strong enough.
While I know that was intended as an insult, it's also literally true.
All right, let's go inspect this thing, but we should probably tell someone where we're going.
Good call.
This is why I left you there.
Does this station have locks for other ships? Can we just lock the ship in?
I mean, there are docking clamps. It is clamped to the docking clamps. If it were to just pull
Great.
away now, it would be damaged. It probably wouldn't be destroyed. Also, it would have to get permission to open the doors, or would have to blast the doors open, which would then give the reason for the station, which is heavily armed, by the way, to shoot his ship. So he's probably not going to just take off with you in there. Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $5 says, this guy's real name is Dunny Teals. Perfect. All right,
All
so
right,
you
let's
guys,
go to this guy's cargo hold.
who you letting know?
We should let station security know that we're doing an inspection of this ship.
Seems reasonable. All right. They call back to make sure that you actually have permission, and since Krem's there, he's like, "Yeah, they have my permission. It's fine." So you head over to the cargo bay, and the cargo bay is full of various things labeled in Ferengi. There are also some bits and bobs here and there. There's bits of gold pressed latinum. There are what looks like various fancy bits of art, jewelry, things like that. And in the middle is a stone object, which indeed is faintly glowing blue. He says, "This is it."
I'm gonna whip out my tricorder and see if I can determine if this is in fact a Tilikaal artifact.
All right. Let me get a difficulty 2 reason and science check. We did not leave our best reason and science guys behind.
No.
I have
Definitely not.
I have a sum total of 8 in that.
You have 13.
All right, sounds like you should do it.
Yep. And also we have 4 momentum.
Yeah, spend the momentum, guys.
I told
Yeah,
you they were
let's,
going to be the ones that needed it.
Let's spend 3 of the momentum because we're also at 8 out of 10. I'm sure Chad will be nice to us.
Okay. All right. Well,
Nice.
that gains you 3 back, so you're good.
Well done, Borg.
Wow. So, yeah, that's a piece of rock that's been painted with some glow-in-the-dark paint that's blue.
Fucking Ferengi.
There is a power source inside, but it seems like it's mostly there to fool cursory scans and not actually there to power anything in particular. It's
See,
this guy.
if I were there,
definitely a
I would have
scanner.
known right away.
This
Yeah,
guy's
because
my new
you're
favorite
archaeological
guy. I love this
Well,
Ferengi.
Kip, you do know Dr. Hobnall in his backstory has some strange, weird, round, like ancient artifact that just sits there in medbay.
I did not know that.
Oh, you're
Wow.
going to investigate.
Yeah.
All right, so Craig
I-
says, "All right, see, it's an authentic Tilikaal artifact."
Becca flicks up the collar on the trench coat she's wearing and says,
Should take her sunglasses off.
"Yeah,
No, she's Watson. Or no, she's
Yeah.
Holmes. He doesn't have.
No, now she's Dick
No,
Tracy.
she's Dick Tracy right now.
Oh, I
Right.
forgot. Yeah, you've gone into Dick Tracy mode. Yeah, that's a good point.
yeah." Flicks up the thing and says, "I'm getting too old for this."
22?
Bjorg will,
Excuse me while I put
will
the
stand
photo
next to
of
the
Becca
Ferengi.
back up.
Wait, how long do humans live? I thought that was young.
Sir,
Maybe I
you
just
have
don't know.
wasted our time, which is
What do you
very
mean?
valuable.
This is of course it's valuable. It's 700 gold 700 bars, gold pressed latinum. Are you not interested in Tilikaal archaeology?
If this was actually Tilikaal, we'd be interested.
Of course it is.
Now you just owe us the standard Federation fee for wasting our time.
I think
I-
2 strips each will be sufficient.
What if I don't?
Well, I, as a member of Starfleet security, have seen many suspicious items here that I think security probably missed on their last sweep. Probably would be best to get them down here and take a look again.
Oh. That
This turned into a shakedown. What is going on?
This is brilliant.
well this
I
is
can't wait to do all the paperwork around this.
I am so glad I left
can
you
see
two
Bjorg
on board.
up. Captain, I apologize. I got too deep into character.
Is that going to be both of you sitting in my office or standing in my office with your hands
Yeah.
behind your back and you're looking at your feet, being like, "Ugh."
I'll tell you what. What if I give you each 2 strips of gold pressed latinum and a bottle of denobulan berry wine for your troubles? If you were to say, I don't know, just not mention any of the things that you've seen in the cargo bay.
What things?
There you go. Hold on. He goes over to a crate and pops it open, and there's a bunch of wine bottles in there. And he says, "Look, this is straight from Denobula. No replication, except I think the label and the cork might be replicated. I'm not sure, but the wine isn't. I can tell you that. Good authentic Denobulan wine.
We'll take the bottle.
Yes.
Pleasure doing business with you."
It was made by a merry group of 12 Denobulans who run their own little berry farm.
So when we leave
This
the
is
ship,
the best B plot ever.
I'm gonna take the Latin. I'm gonna have the Latinum in one hand and the bottle in the other, and I'm gonna tink it with the lieutenant and say, "So to the holodeck."
This has been most inappropriate, but yes.
Worst Vulcan ever.
He's only like this about this one thing. Everything else, he's like,
It's just
Yes.
this one thing, this one little minor weakness, little chink in his armor.
Every Vulcan gets one. All right, guys, we're going to be doing a new scene, but what we're going to do is first we're going to take a quick break. Everyone get a chance to refill your beverages, maybe grab a snack, maybe do any kind of biological stuff that you got to do because you're horrible, disgusting flesh bags. And then we'll be back. Yes, ugly bags of mostly water.
Mostly water.
Fact. Yes.
I promise
All right.
I am not an android that has replaced Craig, and Craig's flesh is still entirely on his body, just so you know.
Well, clones are in fact still made of flesh.
This isn't a clone.
Their own flesh.
okay, you're clear. And we have returned. Hello, everyone.
All right. Hello. All right. So before we get back into it, I do want to make a quick announcement, which is that I'm
wait.
Oh.
Okay, go on. Now go.
Oh, was I muted?
No, I just made you big.
Oh, okay. The plan right now is I am going to be doing some pre-production stuff. My idea is I'm going to do a horror TTRPG, but rather than streaming the sessions, what I'm going to do is first, the people who are involved are going to be sending me some like audition tapes or files to see who I think is a pretty good voice actor with a good fit for this. Because what's actually going to be uploaded is audio logs, like you might find in like a video game to tell you the lore of the story. And so what's going to happen is after each session, which probably won't be as frequent as these sessions, what I'm going to do is there's going to be one player, whether it be the person who like had the biggest part in the story, or if there was no one player, we might do something like a lottery or a vote. We'll figure it out. But that person is going to write down and record what happened from that character's perspective, and then we're going to have a shelf story where there's going to be someone who is finding the audio logs. And so when I say that the super chats and whatnot from this show help go back into production for things like this, one of the things that helped with was me getting the Mothership box set, because I did a poll over on my main channel Discord, and people voted for Mothership. In second was Call of Cthulhu, and then I think in third was the Alien TTRPG. So Mothership won that, and because I don't have it, well, I mean, I have the 0th edition, but I want to try the first edition because by all accounts it's better. Yeah, I got the first edition of Mothership coming, and when I get that and read through it and see exactly what I want to do, I will be writing a little script and sending that to people who are interested in doing voice work for it as well as playing. So I want to say thank you so much to everyone who super chatted or who has been a member on this channel, because that's the money I'm putting into this. So Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $5 says, somebody is getting a visit from the FCA, getting fleeced by a Starfleet ensign and a Vulcan, disgraceful conduct for any Ferengi. I hope it's Inspector Brunt of the FCA, played by, of course, the best actor in all of Star Trek, which is...
Broccoli.
Jeffrey Combs, everybody. Jeffrey Combs plays Inspector Brunt of the FCA.
I thought you were talking about within the world, not the actual... Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't he also... doesn't he play the guy at the bar that never talks? Isn't it also him?
No, he's not Morn. However, he did play a one-episode character who was the character that was trying to get Quark to take a holographic scan of Commander Kira Nerys so that he could incorporate it into his own holodeck program for reasons that we aren't fully revealed, but also aren't hard to guess.
What did you guys think about?
I don't know what the
Tony Newsom
holodeck's for.
Sorry, say that again?
What did you guys think of Tony Newsom playing Dax?
I don't remember that being a thing.
Starfleet
It's
Academy.
in Starfleet
I haven't
Academy
seen
in the DS9 episode.
I haven't seen it
I'm
yet.
quite enjoying it, although I did think the DS9 episode sucked.
So, just to clarify for people in the chat that are asking, yeah, it's basically going to be a found footage or like a character as the rest of whoever's playing plays in the background.
Yep.
So it's gonna be, it's almost an ARG.
Kinda, yeah. The aesthetic will definitely be very different from what we're doing here. So, and like I said, it'll probably be less frequent than this show. It'll probably be like an occasional thing, and it's not going to be a full campaign. It's basically going to be like a mini campaign.
Do you have an idea of your timeline for that, Dapper?
Not yet. I have to figure out. Basically, when the game stuff gets here, I'm going to read through it, and then I'm going to try to figure out exactly what I want. I might do some storyboard stuff with people who I like to collaborate with. I can speak English. It is in fact my native language.
Words are hard.
Yeah, I'll just switch to Klingon. That'll be great for everyone. It's very authentic for Star Trek. All right, so enough of that stuff. We are ready to go. You have a momentum refill that is available, as well as 3 momentum. I'm going to make the executive decision to say that you can't combine those pools in a single roll. So,
Okay.
But whatever. Yeah, I know.
If it's diplomacy, I don't even need to worry about it.
It's true. You are unusually good at that.
I am disgustingly good at this one thing.
Yeah.
She's good at word diplomacy. I'm good at kinetic diplomacy.
Yeah.
It's
that's
the
why
little
we
kitty
work.
cat eyes.
I'm good at diplomacy that involves torpedoes.
I believe that also counts as kinetic. All right, so
Yes.
the Kongzi has managed to find the warp signature of the SS. What did I write down? What was it? I don't even remember.
Castle Rock.
Castle Rock. There we go. I know what's happening. I'm the GM. Don't worry about it.
Yes, Castle Rock is a very Orion name.
It's translated to Federation standard for the convenience of people who don't know the noble Orion tongue. Which,
Yeah,
by
all
the
I was
way,
thinking of was the Stephen King series.
Oh,
My brain.
well, there was
Oh my
also
God.
there was some Orion text in lower decks when they went to the Orion homeworld, and I double checked, and yes, it's just a cipher for the Latin alphabet, and it's used to write English. It was very disappointing.
That is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really sad.
Yeah,
Should have called it the Fraggle Rock.
guys,
Yes.
hire a linguist to
Shut up.
make you a constructed language for Orion for that one episode of your half-hour TV comedy show. Just do it. Anyway, so initial scans indicate that it has dropped out of warp, and it has fluctuating power signatures.
Oh, they've been messing with the Tilikaal fucking technology, haven't they, dumbasses?
Sorry, go ahead.
What this ship like? What's its threat level compared to the Kongzi?
In a fight, you would win handily.
Excellent. Not that we're gonna do that, obviously.
No. So are we caught up with them? Are they on screen?
I mean, they can be if you decide to put them on screen.
Sure. Let's open a channel.
All right. So you open a channel, and there is the feed is staticky, but an Orion woman is on the other end and says, Starfleet.
DM question: is Tack still basically in charge of this investigation as far as we are concerned, and he's just utilizing the Kongzi's resources? All right, then I'm gonna leave it to Tack.
I am 7 of 12, tactical node 3, species 5008, aboard USS Kongzi. Were you recently at the station run by the Klingon Defense Force? No, were you recently at Narendra Station?
No.
Do you want to try answering that again? But truthfully, bear in mind, I have torpedoes locked on your ship.
Federation.
Do we have
is
torpedoes
invincible.
locked on the ship right now? I just immediately look at at Vaughn. Do we? But I don't say it
I
loudly.
have
I'm just like, do we have
All
torpedoes?
the torpedoes locked on their ship.
Okay.
Okay, let's make this simple. I know you were there.
I guess
know.
we're at red alert.
Wait. I'll move everyone to the bridge, and I'll make the red alert sound. Give me a second. I did forget to move everyone to the bridge.
Technically red alert.
Orion ship, I'm going to make this very simple for you. I know you were at Narendra Station, and I know that one of you accessed the archaeology lab and took something you shouldn't have.
Well, then why did you ask?
Because I wanted to give you the opportunity to not make me angry.
Oh, I suppose I squandered it.
Most certainly you did. I'm going to give you one opportunity to return what you took.
Va is not has moved from irritated to just amused. Like this.
Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $10 says, some Orions have at times pirated ships with foreign names like Quib and had issues getting the registry changed, but they bore those names with grace and honor. All right,
You
What do you
want me
say,
to make a
Orion?
blue filter for Billy?
that would be pretty hilarious, actually.
All right.
But if you could put it like halfway up.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
All right.
Give me a minute. I'll work on this while you guys sort out whatever you're doing.
All right.
Okay, so now my headcanon is like this happens and the captain's like, I'll be in my ready room. Wait.
Yeah, I go to my ready room and I open my phone and I start playing that game you were playing last time.
So, once again, Orion, I will give you the opportunity to return what you took before I become more angry.
Well, if I'm being honest, I would love that, but there is a problem.
What is the problem?
Well,
Bear in mind, we have a lot of torpedoes.
this problem would be made worse with torpedoes. You see,
Explain yourself.
my engineer, he's not a very smart man. I took him on because, well, he's my cousin's husband's son.
I do not care. Get to the point.
Well, you see, he used his neural interface with some of the Tilikaal artifacts, and, well, one of them might be exploding soon.
So the problem's fixing itself. We're good.
Can we scan their ship, please, and confirm what they're saying?
Yeah, so that'll be a difficulty 1 control and con, or control and science, whichever anyone prefers. It can be assisted by the ship's
scanning point.
The ship's sensors and con.
In
Probably
control
very
and
lax.
con, I'm 16.
Do it.
16 is pretty good. Yeah, so that's 2 points of momentum, and it is definitely the case that there is an energy signature from the Orion ship that would be consistent with Tilikaal technology that you've scanned before, and it does seem to be increasing in output, consistent with a potential soon-to-come explosion, which, based on what you know about Tilikaal technology, if it explodes, it's probably going to be bad for everyone here.
Okay, are we able to maybe put some kind of dampening field around it?
You could try, but then the Orion does say, we'd be happy to return it if anyone could shut it down.
Lieutenant, do you feel satisfied that you've located the artifact and concluded your investigation?
Well, they do seem to have agreed that they took what they shouldn't have, which will be dealt with. But right now, Commander, I feel we should deal with the impending explosion. I'm not too worried about their ship, but the Kongzi has just been repaired.
Excellent. All right, I will then be taking command of the situation. Bridge to engineering.
Agreed.
Someone in engineering answers, presumably. Our chief engineer is currently ill.
I'm currently playing season 349 billion of League of Legends on my phone.
All right, so we're going to start getting engineering crews ready, and I'm going to tell the captain that she might want to come back to the bridge because things just got more dangerous. And
Do you
or
just
maybe we
yell
should
at
go
me
to the
from like?
Yeah.
Hey!
Captain!
Is it time for Darkwing Duck?
Oh yeah. That took me a second. No, I would not yell because Va is a consummate professional.
Yes.
So I would.
She is.
Yeah.
All right, I come back out of my ready room. All right? Give me what's brief.
We found the artifact. It's going to explode.
Of course it is. I sit back down in my chair. Is this an issue with it's just going to explode and we need to stop it, or are we just going to jettison it, or are we planning on trying to something about an interface? Is it possible to interface with it again to undo whatever problem the Orions?
That
just
sounds like
did?
an excellent question for our engineering teams and Lieutenant Vraylax to answer.
Interface? I hardly knew her.
Interface? Wait a minute.
Was that talked about beforehand?
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
relax. You got any insights?
I mean, I assume I know things about this artifact. So,
Can we go on
is
a
it
red
is
alert?
it we are on a red alert, right? Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
How
I
much time
threatened
do
to
we have?
destroy their ship,
Are
and they
they,
it's about to explode. We're definitely a red alert.
Yeah. So, is there any information that we have that can dampen
Well,
it?
how have we
or-
previously stopped Tilikaal technology from going critical, and can
That's
we
a good-
replicate that?
Yeah.
Well, so Lieutenant Relax has experience with Tilikaal computer interfaces. Unfortunately, probably our best bet would have been Gloriana Dulas, our chief engineer, but unfortunately, Maddie couldn't be with us today because of
Personal reasons.
not doing. It's just she has personal reasons, and they're good reasons. And I said, don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Forget about it. Yeah, just forget
Well-
about it, Maddie. It's fine.
My recommendation would be I want to send engineering teams headed by Jillian, because she's
Yeah.
our next best engineer, and Lieutenant Relax, who would be in charge of
I'm
the
also going over to place the person who stole it under arrest.
Well, let's focus on not dying first. Then we'll do
Both can
arrest.
happen.
But yeah, sure. Both
They
can
can't
happen.
really go anywhere, Tack. I think we're okay.
Yeah. Captain, by the way, I've rescheduled the shooting range, and it's going to be a diplomacy workshop.
I don't know if Thierry has looked
Why
at
did
the
you look at me when
outside.
you said that, Commander?
Thierry, when you have a second, look at the stream.
What screen?
The
Oh.
screen,
Stream.
the
There you
live
go.
stream.
Perfect.
You're
Yeah.
half
It is
underwater.
really
I love
good.
it.
I like it.
Yeah. So Jillian, Relax, Tack, and whomever else should board the. One of the adults should probably go aboard this this Orion vessel.
There's only two
Which
of
adult?
us. We need more adults.
Well, since this is probably going to be like a diplomacy-centered thing, it might be better for the captain. But it's up to the captain.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll
All
go
right,
get blown
so-
up. It's fine.
We'll reduce the momentum by 1, and that will take us out of red alert because you do have to lower the shields to beam over. So,
Change the light bulb.
Yeah, we'll go down to yellow alert because
There
we're
we
not going to fight immediately.
I unfortunately don't have a yellow alert version of the set because I was lazy and didn't think about it. Although I say I was lazy, I made this entire set, and like it's got a red alert version that like matches with it well. I wasn't being lazy.
I feel like this is the first
I can
time-
color shift
I
this.
think I can speak for everyone here when I say that we appreciate the hard work you put into
Thank you.
this. Don't ever
Mhm.
put yourself down because you didn't make a yellow alert, you lazy dinosaur, you.
Yeah.
Dapper puts
Okay.
more work in his off
Blue
channel than I
alert
do
is
my
more
main.
problem.
So who's playing Jillian? That's question 1.
I made it more yellow. I don't know if that helps.
Thank you.
I'm getting ready to transwarp us out of here once everything blows up.
Okay, so but that could mean that you could play as the supporting character, and then Billy is still on the ship with like his flipper on the button for
Trigger
transfer.
on the button.
Lieutenant
Be-
Math Navigator for $10 says
Press the
headcanon.
button.
Becca Paris was in charge of the crew recall and got so into her Sherlock cosplay she forgot to send the recall. The chief is wandering around the promenade wondering where her ship went.
I think that would be the fault of whomever put Ensign Becca in charge of that.
Oh my god, look how good I made that
left the
look.
lieutenant there as well.
Yeah.
Live
Um,
production.
Okay.
Maybe Dulas was doing yoga with headphones in and just missed it.
Yeah.
Dulas is in sick
I
because of
I
a
would
head
like to
toast.
activate
Ooh, that is good.
Purple, Lieutenant Purple.
Mm.
Okay.
He's a sciencey type.
Well, how convenient that we have art for purple as well.
We do.
They've got an attribute and a focus and a discipline because side characters can't start with 5 in anything. So I want to give them a value having to do with being angry. since
Oh.
that's a central part of their character.
They would like to
Okay.
rage.
Barbarian. By the way, if people like the art, a lot of it can either be found on Chesh's Twitch or on this channel for various art streams. So, like, what I mean is, like, the art for the characters for this game. So, like, if you want to see her make that character that's on screen now, it's the previous stream on this channel. Go watch it. Not right now, after the show.
Chesh does great art, and she gets the pips and the badge right every time without fail.
I
Yep.
never have to correct her about anything.
Yes.
Every time. I'm a pro.
And dinosaurs never lie, just like Vulcans.
Neither do goblins. Not even once.
Yep. Mm-mm.
No goblin has ever lied.
All right, so who's playing whom? Let's go through. So, Chesh, you are going to be there as the captain.
Yes.
Okay. Jordan,
See.
Purple.
you're going as purple. Okay. Zirlon.
Doctor's going to go because there's Tilikaal and radiation involved.
Okay. I think, Craig, you're going with as TAC, right? Okay.
Yes.
And it sounds like Lieutenant Vrelax is going, so Kip, you're going to be Vrelax. And, all right, so
Jillian.
Tiri, who are you going as? Jillian?
Yeah, then I'll be going as Jillian, yeah.
All right, sounds good. So yeah, we already played the transporter, and when you transport over, we change the scene, so we reduce that momentum by 1. And that
I think I already reduced the momentum.
Oh, okay, then you're good. So that Orion woman meets you there, and she is not staticky in real life, so that's nice. Yeah.
That sounds good.
And she says, you're here to help solve the explosion problem. I'm Captain Paljara. Nice to meet you. What are your names?
I am.
Our names are unimportant. We should get to what we need to do before it explodes.
I shove him out of the way. I am the
As you have met
captain.
our grumpy security officer.
I am the captain of the Kongzi, Captain Tenelia. It's a pleasure to meet you. It seems you've run into some trouble, and we're going to help you out of this situation.
Thank you. Shall I? I'll take you to Braxton. It's his fault.
Seems to be.
All right, so she leads you through a few corridors and brings you to a room where there is a Orion man sitting in a chair. He is he does not have a shirt, and he's got part of his head is shaved, and there are a bunch of little implants there that look like there are various like jacks for various kinds of inputs and whatnot. And he looks up and he says, "Oh, you must be the Federation that are here to help."
Yes, we are. You seem to have gotten yourself into a spot of trouble by interfering with our stuff.
Well, I mean, it's in our cargo hold, so it's currently our stuff, but I don't feel like that we don't have to talk about that.
Well, not right now. Can you tell me what happened?
They say possession is 90% of ownership.
Well, I was trying to figure out the function of all the devices because, they sell better if people know what they do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and
you found the one that blows up.
Yeah, I don't think that's what it's supposed to do, but it's what it's doing.
Yeah.
So I can take you to the cargo bay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Give me the details on the way.
All right, so he gets up and starts walking and looks back and he says, "So I hooked up my neural interface to the device, and there was a lot of neural feedback, and it was pretty hard to control, and so I lost the control, and now it started a power up cycle, and I can't shut it down because the neural feedback is too high."
I
But
understand.
your captain was right. You are an idiot.
Yeah.
Exactly what she said.
But I'm really good at keeping the warp core in line. It's very stable.
For Purple's buff, is Tilikaal technology an acceptable focus?
I probably should say no, but I'm going to say yes.
Excellent.
Specifically because Maddie's not here.
I mean, that is a part of it.
Yeah. All right. Is there any other details that you should pass along to us that we need to know to work on this item?
Don't put your brain in the Tilikaal machines.
Yeah, we have somebody who's a specialist at that. Let's keep going.
Okay, so you get to the cargo bay, and there are in fact a collection of Tilikaal artifacts, one of which is...
I would like to point out really quick that Tanelia is definitely doing that as we're walking down a hallway. Her heels are clicking really loudly like a principal in a hallway.
Alright, I like it. I imagine that that's an intentional affect that she's putting on.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like, has special shoes just for that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
These are my clickety-clackety shoes.
These are my clickety-clackety shoes when somebody is in trouble and I have to be the adult.
Well, given your focuses, I'll allow you to have several pairs of specialty boots. How about that?
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. You didn't take that BDSM focus for no reason.
Correct. I know how to set an atmosphere, okay?
Yeah, you're always
Okay.
walking over people.
So,
Those are
I
my
am going
step
to
on you shoes.
I'm going to spend 2 threat
Okay.
to say that as you are investigating, the rate at which this thing is powering up has started to increase. So now you guys need to figure this out pretty fast.
Okay, then let's get to it.
When we get to the
Alright, so-
room, I'm gonna clap my hands, but they make paw noise. Wait, hold on.
Nope.
I need to
Okay,
do
we're
it
holding.
right because I have paw pads. I'm a cat. Like I wouldn't clap. The way I clap doesn't sound like people. Yeah.
You just have those handy?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Just
like
like
it.
I have this handy whenever I'm debating flat earthers.
I need one of those.
All right, so this is going to end up being an extended task. This can be control or daring and science or engineering. Okay? So, and it's going to be difficulty 3, but there is a resistance of 1 and the work track is 12 and you need 3 breakthroughs.
I only understood the first half of that.
We're going to take a whole bunch of rolls and we're going to see how well you guys do. Does anyone have anything that maybe decreases the time on timed tasks? Like maybe,
I've
I don't know,
got-
Lieutenant
I've-
Relax?
Yeah, I've got one of those. The rapid
do?
analysis.
Yep.
Ooh,
Tasks
that's
attempting as
good.
part of a time challenge using the science discipline takes the character 1 time interval instead of 2.
All right.
Name
Well, I think from a statistical standpoint, Lieutenant Relax might want to take primary, and I will allow 2 people to assist. Remember, you can do control or daring and science or engineering on this.
My control and my daring are the same, so I don't think it matters.
Yeah, so
My
I have-
control is
I've got
12
daring,
and
but only 2 science.
yeah,
so
I've only got
14.
1 in
Jillian would have 15 in that, and she has a focus in reverse engineering.
that would count.
I have a 14 focus in Tilikaal technology. My science is 5, so that's a pretty good focus.
All right, so how about we do Relax's main, and then we do Purple and who else do we
Jillian,
bring?
probably.
Jillian? Okay, as assists.
And I'm gonna be
Oh,
delegating.
sorry. And we have, in fact, 10 time intervals to go.
We have 2
Okay.
momentum and we have a momentum refill.
Yep.
Should we spend momentum?
Well, you currently
Yes.
have 2 successes, and there's a third. So we didn't spend it, but you did succeed. So, what is your science? I assume it's a 5, right?
Yep.
Can we, if it's already reduced to 1, can we use momentum to reduce it again?
No, but you can use momentum to reduce the resistance on this to 0, so that the number I actually roll is the number that actually gets taken off the work track.
I think we should probably do that.
Sure,
Okay.
as long as we still got momentum for time reduction.
We
But we don't need to because Relax does it but naturally.
Right.
Yeah,
yes.
so we
Okay,
right.
can't do
Alright,
that
so-
anyway, yeah.
The good news is I rolled 4, which is pretty good, but it's not quite a breakthrough. But it does mean that you're now at 8 on the work track and 9 intervals.
So Relax went, or not Relax, Purple when we reach whatever barrier stops us, we'll smash his touchpad and then pull out the other one. He has like a bag of touchpads specifically for the purpose.
That feels very
That's
wasteful.
wonderful.
Borg Emporia asks if this is a new mic, and it is newish. I don't know. I've had it for a few months, but I think this is the first time I'm using it on this show.
All right, so that was roll 1. Let's do it again.
All right. All right, so that is, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, well, that is 3 momentum. So what you could do is you could basically get 3 extra damage on this if you wanted to.
Yeah, why not?
All right, or actually
Yeah,
you could
do
get
it.
4 because you already have a point of momentum just hanging out.
Do all 4. Do all 4 because we have
So
a
we can get a
momentum refill.
breakthrough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
So
So we
let's
go
say
down to
4.
0 momentum, and we're gonna
7.
use our refill that we were all very, very thankful for. Everybody say thank you to chat.
Thank you,
Thank
chat.
you, chat.
Thank you,
Chat.
Chad.
All right,
Thanks,
so
chat.
you now only need 2 breakthroughs, and there's only 1 point on the work track, which means, yeah, you guys are doing pretty well. You have 8 intervals left. You should be able to do this easily. Do you want to use your refill?
Yes.
Yeah, we may as well.
Yeah.
We're at 0. We'll never be
Yes.
that
Yep.
now.
All right.
Yeah. So after we shut it down, we only have to survive the inevitable Orion ambush.
That's what
Why would
Tack
you
and
think
I
there
are
will be an
here for.
Orion ambush?
Because curse your sudden but inevitable
We
betrayal.
rolling.
Mm.
We're
Rolling, yes,
rolling
we are
again,
rolling.
right?
We are rolling, yes.
Okay.
You have momentum to
We are
roll if you
already
need
at
it.
3, now we are at 5. Nice.
All right. So, do you
Good
want to spend
job.
any momentum on increasing damage? There's only 1 point left, but you could spend 1 to guarantee that you get that 1 point.
May as well.
Okay. Yep, I rolled more than the number, so that is, in fact, a second breakthrough because you now have managed to get the work track down to 0. And we have 7 intervals,
Less.
which means basically you only need to succeed 1 more time. However, I am going to spend... You know what? No, I'll let you do it. I'll let it be easy.
Yay!
I'm okay.
Mhm.
Our
Yeah.
DM's
I'll
being
be
nice to us today.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's 3.
All right. Well, that means it
think
doesn't
we
really
need
matter
one
what everyone
more.
else rolls, although I do still want the
Oh, no,
roll
that's
from Purple, just in case there's a 20 there.
No,
I did.
Purple already
You
rolled.
rolled
Oh, you did?
before.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you're good. So that brings you back up to 6 momentum. You managed to shut the thing down. Unfortunately, as you do, I spend 8 threat, and in fact,
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
8 Orions with disruptor rifles step out, and the captain comes behind them and says, well, thank you, and here, I have a deal for you.
I touch my
I put
thing.
you-
Billy, you're traced on us.
Of course, Captain, ma'am, sir.
Noted, thank
If only
you.
Val were on that ship.
If only
Go
our
on,
shield
Captain.
weren't up. Oh, so the deal is, I put you all on a shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
The shuttle takes off,
Mm-hmm.
and we leave, and you leave.
Uh-huh.
That's it. That's the deal. It's the whole deal.
You do realize I
And-
am an ex-Borg Klingon, right?
Yes, and you will be blown up very effectively by the disruptors, or at least your friends will.
And we're
We
going to
have
leave on a
weapons.
shuttle with this item.
Sure.
And I am taking the person that stole it with me.
Oh, he's my cousin's. What was it? Cousin's
Your
husband's
husband's
son.
son.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. It's like
my-
your wife's boyfriend's.
He's my step cousin once removed. Yes, I think so.
Do I look bothered by the relations? I am taking him with me.
What are my odds of, like, slipping my communicator onto this guy?
Not high, but not 0.
I'm thinking about just slipping the communicator onto him so we're locked onto him and just leaving and then telling Billy to grab me.
Just beaming him up.
Well, that would require the shields to go down. So unless you're going to
Yeah.
shoot the shields down, which will probably cause them to start firing at you in the
No,
cargo
I mean
bay
like
with the
once
disruptors.
we're on the shuttle.
We have weapons as well, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
took
we
your
would.
Mark 1 phaser or your Mark 2 hand phasers.
Yeah.
If you want to do
I'm gonna look
the
over at Commander Var and say,
Well, Vaz on
I'd like to
Commander's
start
Vaz
the-
not there.
Vaz on the
You're stuck
Kongzi.
with me.
sorry, I'm gonna look over at the captain and say, I'd like to start shooting, Captain.
half the combat power of this team is gone.
But I'm in a bad
Settle.
mood.
Settle down. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
But
Okay, well, let me tell them this. We have one of the fastest ships, the fastest ship in Starfleet, and I can fire a lot of torpedoes. So even if we get back to our ship, we're still going to hunt you down.
I have another
Okay.
option. We will agree to your terms. We'll take off. You can give us a shuttle. We'll take this
Captain?
item with us. On down tack. Let me handle this. And we will be on our merry way, and you will be on your merry way. I agree to
yeah,
your terms.
that was the deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Look, I don't want this thing on my ship anymore.
Yeah, you probably didn't want this thing on your ship in the
Bet you
first
don't.
place. It's gonna cause
Oh,
you
I
nothing but
did.
trouble.
I told Braxton to steal it.
Well, I figured, but hindsight's 2020.
Yeah, I just didn't think it would blow up the ship.
I probably wouldn't have if he didn't try to. Yeah,
Well, Braxton's an idiot.
he is an
And
idiot.
Braxton actually looks back from behind her, who he was cowering back there. He's like, it's true.
I mean,
I am kind of an idiot.
you did successfully infiltrate and get on and get past the Klingons and get the thing and manage to leave. Like, you did a pretty good job for like 90% of what you were doing.
Thanks,
Yeah.
but I mean, Klingon security systems aren't exactly top of the line.
Look, don't sell.
fired.
Purple's like, hey, don't sell yourself short. That was not an easy task, and you got it all the way here.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you didn't like attach yourself to it until you got here, right?
No,
You attached yourself to it earlier?
no, I did it here. I'm
Yeah,
agreeing
see,
with
that
you.
would have been way dumber if you had done that like before you had actually gotten like out of range.
He looks like he's not entirely sure that he believes you, but he definitely appreciates all the positive reinforcement.
Look, you're
Yeah,
good
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
You're kind enough. And
I would
gosh
like
darn
There's
it,
a
to
strange
point out-
noise.
I like
and
you.
I think everyone
I
first
would like
realised
to
that it's
point
Tash
out-
growling.
Okay,
I
it's
do
too many people
have-
at once.
I do in fact have disarming nature.
You do. That's true.
So I just want to point out that that does exist and that is currently in the process of, and I'm mostly using it on tack.
But is it literally disarming?
It seems to be
So
working.
my
My
growl has turned to a slight, sub-vocal purr at this point.
All right, so, Captain,
Hmm.
if you could contact the ship and then patch me through to the bridge.
Yeah, you can just hail.
I would like it to come through your communicator.
This is the bridge. Go ahead, Captain.
Oh, hello. This is Captain Paljara of the Castle Rock. I'm speaking through your captain's communicator. So,
Is
what
she
we're
like
going to do
leaning into me right now?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Like
well, yeah. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go to warp, and we're going to go approximately 1 light year, and we're going to drop off your crew and your captain in a shuttle, along with the artifact, and then we're going to leave. And if we detect that you go to warp before we do, we kill everyone. If we don't detect that, everyone will be safe, and you'll get your artifact back, and everyone will be happy, except for this Klingon fellow who seems very angry all the time anyway, so I don't care.
Captain Tenelia,
Yes.
this is your plan.
We are agreeing to their terms.
I
Under
understand.
duress.
I hear your orders, Captain. They will be carried out.
Lieutenant Matt's
you very
navigator, who's
much.
been a lieutenant for 13 months, says Maddie's not here. We don't get literal disarming today. That's true. Probably no one's going to have their arms severed via transport accident. Which is weird, 'cause she actually has a focus in transporter operations. On paper, she's actually very good at it. But for some reason, the dice gods do not favor Maddie when it comes to the transporter.
No.
So
Look, I have
She learned on a different-
beans.
it's
She
very
learned
cute.
on a different model of transporter. This one is the three little toggles that they only ever move in unison. They're in a different order on this one.
Oh, I hate that.
That one was recalled.
Okay, so
Probably
Yeah, she learned
one
on
that O'Brien modified.
you are asked to follow Captain Paljara while being surrounded by a lot of very heavily armed Orions.
That's
to
fine.
the
Is
shuttle
the
bay.
artifact coming with us?
Yes, there is another team of Orions who are hauling all that stuff on a little push carts, yep.
Perfect.
And all that stuff is loaded into the shuttle, and you are loaded into the shuttle.
Mhm.
And then you feel a little lurch as the ship goes to warp. It's not a very long warp journey because
We're
it's only
gonna
about a light year.
inspect this shuttle in the meantime.
Okay. Give me a let's see. Give me a difficulty 2. We'll go control and security on this one for a search of the shuttle.
Me, I guess that's I've got 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably
me.
good. Yep.
I'm going to use a focus of tactical awareness.
Do you have one for investigations?
No, I've got Vulcan logic.
We have 6 momentum. Burn some of it.
Yeah, just burn some of the momentum. Because I'm not sure that
Okay.
tactical awareness counts on this one.
Well, I'm going to use 4 dice. I'm going to get 4 dice then.
Alright, so that's 3 momentum.
3.
There you go, you're good.
Oof, nice.
And we're back up
All
to
right,
6,
so-
aren't we?
No, we're back
3.
up to 5.
Oh, 5, sorry.
5, yeah.
Thank you.
So you'd investigate, and there is in fact a transponder that would allow the Orions to track you, but otherwise it does not seem that the shuttle has been sabotaged. There's no like buy equipment that you can find, like no hidden cameras or recorders. It's, as far as you can tell, just a pretty normal Orion shuttle that they're giving up in exchange for, you know, their freedom, because they would prefer to not go to Federation detention camps. Or even worse, Klingon prison, because that's
Yeah, 'cause
effectively...
I was going to just
That's
hand that
definitely
dude
worse.
straight over to the
Yeah.
Klingon Defense Force and let them deal with it.
Yeah, they don't want that.
There doesn't appear to be any listening devices.
Nope.
Are
I
we
mean, there is
alone?
the possibility... Yeah. They seem to have negotiated this deal in what approximates good faith for an Orion.
Yeah. I contact Va.
Go ahead, Captain.
I mean, they can detect hails, but okay.
That's fine.
mean-
I'm contacting my ship. What did they
That
expect?
wasn't against the rules.
Yeah, that wasn't part of the deal.
Okay, I just thought you were trying to be sneaky by saying they don't have any listening devices.
No, I just didn't want to. Yeah, there's a difference between being able to like track literally what I'm saying versus knowing I contacted my ship.
All right.
That was more my question. Is that something I need to be concerned about?
I mean, they might be able to intercept the hail. It's possible.
Okay, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
Va,
Yes, Captain.
you know how to handle these situations.
Yes, Captain.
Perfect.
All right. So the shuttle actually powers up, and it seems like it has an autopilot thing that's been pre-programmed in, and it lifts off. And unless anyone wants to stop it, it's going to run its program that it's been programmed to do.
So, question: the Kongzi is a light year away, right?
Yes.
Can we detect when the Orions go to warp?
Yes. You have your subspace sensors that are doing all sorts of cool FTL nonsense. That means that long-range scans are just in real time. It's space magic. Don't worry about it.
Right. So what Va's interpretation of how to deal with this is to, as soon as the shuttle, like they go to warp, so I feel the shuttle's safe, is to engage our transwarp engine and catch the Orions and beat them into submission.
I was hoping you were going to say that. Thank you very much.
All right. So here's what's going to happen. The shuttle takes off, and it immediately goes to warp.
Okay.
And then, so does the Orion ship. But the shuttle is headed in the direction of the Kongzi, and the Orion ship is headed directly away.
I am.
We've got transwarp though, so who cares?
So
We're still
I think we can catch the Orion, but I don't want to leave a shuttle out in the middle of nowhere by itself. So I'm gonna catch the shuttle first, then we're gonna go get the Orions. That's my plan.
All right, that will make it a little bit more difficult. But then again, I will also let you know that the shuttle does not have an off programmed on the warp. It'll just stay at warp until it runs out of power. Or hit something, which is also not likely, but possible. Which, by the way, I ever mentioned that I hate the show Another Life? Mostly based on this. We're like, oh, we don't have our sensors. What if we fly into a planet? It's like, you are in interstellar space. Do you recognize how unlikely it is that there is a planet directly on your path? You could travel across the entire galaxy and never hit a damn single planet the entire time, just by picking a random direction. Shut up.
Plot.
Could happen, but
Actually,
yeah. But
I've changed my mind.
Can you stop the shuttle?
We're gonna go after the Orions immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to be on there.
Too bad.
You decided to go on the Orion.
I feel like Tax
all
said
the
that out
torpedoes,
loud.
And
Yeah,
Tax is going to miss it.
Yeah.
All right. Petty Officer Billy.
And I'm going to say, do
get
we
me
have
that ship.
anybody? Yeah. Do we have anybody on this shuttle that can fly shuttles?
Well, Jillian could maybe disable the warp engines.
Yeah, we want
Yeah, but-
Jillian to do a
that
thing.
was my idea.
Please, thank you. Yes.
Jillian could just stop it.
Jillian,
from
get on
going.
that autopilot, please.
All right, the autopilot. I'm
Maybe
going-
I could communicate with the shuttle just to let Tack know that I got you, bro.
Don't worry about it.
So what do we do first?
Don't worry, you'll be able to re-watch it on replay when we get back. It'll all be recorded.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the shuttle trying to shut down that warp drive. That is going to be a difficulty 3 daring and engineering task right there.
Can I not just punch it?
Okay.
I mean, you can, but the question is, will that be effective?
I mean, I'm Tack. I'm gonna punch it.
All right, that's
Would-
fair.
EPS systems, emergency repairs, or reverse engineering help with that?
At the very least, EPS systems would.
Okay.
Is there a way we can get assist onto
I'm
this?
gonna spend 1
Sorry,
momentum.
Okay. All right,
Nice.
you did it.
Yes.
Back up to 5.
All right, so that the shuttle
Nice.
lurches out of warp, and it takes a fraction of a second for the inertial dampeners to do things. So everyone goes,
Oh no.
yeah.
Stomach keeps
question,
moving.
Don't question the physics too much. Star Trek has a the Star Trek relationship with physics is a lot like the Warhammer relationship with physics,
Yeah.
except
It's
it's
a
a lot less
guideline.
dark. Yeah,
Yeah.
physics, rules
bendable.
were made to be
All,
broken.
all the
Look,
all the
physics are
important
very
stuff
important
in the
when they
Heist
apply.
program.
Yeah, and I've
now
got
I
we're
am
just
leaning back in the
drifting
captain's.
in interstellar space with no
I-
warp drive, whilst the Kongzi is a transwarp chasing the Orion ship,
yes,
right?
that's correct.
Yep.
That is correct. All right, so to catch up, this is going to be a difficulty 2 daring and con task, not just to catch up, but to make sure that you actually catch up and then are close to them such that you are able to interact with them. Because catching
All
up
right,
is
and-
easy, but doing it the right
Yeah.
way is a little bit tougher.
Billion.
Billy will
dog
do that, I
eyes.
assume, and
Yeah,
then
I will-
ship's engines and con.
Yes, yep.
I will
No help
also
in the ship.
spend 1 momentum.
Okay, there you go. You got it back. Oh, wait, no, that was Jillian McDaniels.
Yeah.
It's-
I've-
It's the right stats because
yeah.
the drop. down
How
was-
dare you? That's fine. All right. So, yeah, you guys are caught up, and then the ship
Goes
drops out of
to
warp.
goes
Yeah.
to red alert.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, yeah.
We were red alert before we left. Before we went on warp.
I
I'm
figured.
going.
I'll play the sound.
Yeah, that's important.
Whoop whoop.
I'm going to hail the vessel.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Federation is back.
Oh,
We are.
I like
We
her.
never left.
Thank you for upholding your side of the bargain. We greatly appreciate that.
You didn't.
No, we did. We didn't go to warp until you did, and now we're here. And now you're going to hand over the criminal.
Oh, my sister will hate me.
Know how little that narrows it down?
I mean, it's really actually kind of us to only take the one guy and not take the entire ship and crew.
All right, but I don't want to waste another shuttle. Can I put him in a torpedo?
We can just beam him aboard.
I'd rather not lower my shields.
I mean, we can break through your shields, but if it would make you more comfortable, we can send a shuttle to you.
No, I'll just put him in a torpedo. He'll be fine. Or he won't be fine.
He's your crew.
I'll make sure to seal it so it's airtight. And I'll give him a little extra oxygen.
Sounds like a plan.
Your
All right.
brother's husband's son or something.
Twice removed.
Can you contact his next of kin to let them know where he is?
If you upload those details, we'll make sure that he is afforded proper representation. His next of kin is notified. The laws of the Federation will be
knows
followed.
its father's name. He'll tell you.
Pleasure doing business with you,
Buy
Captain.
the book.
Fine. Braxham! Get in a torpedo! No, I don't care that it's too tiny! Bend your knees! Alright. He's ready. And she presses a button. And a little torpedo just kind of slides out without any propulsion. And there is, in fact, a life sign on there.
Cool. We'll tractor. Well, can we just transport him from inside the torpedo?
If you lower your shields.
Can we tractor beam him? We'll do that.
Okay. That costs 2 energy or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Okay. We're at 15.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll go back and scoop up the shuttle.
All right. I'm not going to have you too many rolls for that because they're not actively trying to evade anything and they're not at warp. So, like, you can just warp to roughly where they are and use impulse to get there. And you pick up everybody. And you guys have managed to solve the Orion heist, bring at least one of the Orions to justice, saved all of the artifacts, and only did one kind of corrupt thing the entire time.
And that was a side character, so it doesn't count for reputation rolls.
None of us.
There you go.
Also, now
Plus,
we have an
yeah,
original,
might not even
genuine
know.
Orion shuttle that belonged to Orion royalty that we can
Yep.
sell to the Ferengi.
That's
There
very
you go.
good.
Krem will love it. For $5, Lieutenant Math Navigator says, the crew obtuseness a Ferengi and outfoxed an Orion in one day. It's true. Guys, thank you so much. I had a lot of fun. It's always fun to
That was a
play
great
the
episode.
unscrupulous characters, so I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
The plan right now is that we will be back next week unless people have problems there. The next episode is called The Plague of Arius. So probably, less heist and hijinks and more plague.
Sounds
Sounds
Yeah.
like I'll
Yeah.
be ill.
Plague and hijinks.
Yeah. So I'm very happy that you guys had fun. I think the audience enjoyed it too. So the last thing I want to say here is make sure you check out people's channel. By the way, if you like gaming stuff, Cozy Cat Games is Zerolon's channel where there's a lot of gaming stuff on there. So go check that out. Remember, if you check out Chesh's channels, there's some politics stuff, there's some news stuff, there's some legal drama. If you
I
like legal stuff.
crashed out so hard yesterday because I was so irritated at listening to Gavin Newsom and Ian Brenner. But if you want to know the legal stuff, yeah, there's a whole harassment group that's all getting like contempt charges and shit. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. If you want to look through Jordan's back catalog to learn about the Shroud of Turin and occasionally other things too, he's linked. Craig, I mean, if you're here, you probably know who Craig is, but in case you don't, lots of mostly flat Earth debates, debunks, stuff like that. So check that out. If you like, for some reason, the Bible, well, Kip disagrees with you because he hates the Bible. But if you want to learn
Fucking
about
love
how
the
much...
Bible.
Oh, that's true. I forgot. It's actually in your book.
I have,
no,
I have a
that's
shirt.
the
There's
Bible.
a shirt. It says
Yeah.
it.
Ends with that.
So yeah,
It
so,
does.
and I want to point out what that does not mean is that you're going to go do a whole lot of like sermons and theology lectures. You're going to learn about things like the philology, linguistics, and archaeology surrounding the Bible and how
All
those
that
texts
stuff.
came to be and what we can actually learn from those texts about the past, not through the eyes of theology, but through the eyes of things like rigorous scholarship. So
I need to
yeah.
pick your ears about a few
No.
things regarding flirts
No.
in the Bible, Kip.
Not through the
Sounds
biblical
boring.
glasses. Oh, flirts in the Bible.
And then, Thierry, name your podcast again.
The Auxiliary Unplugged.
Go check that out. All right. Well, hopefully we'll be back in just about a week, and if we're not, I'll have something for you on the channel, so don't worry about that. Thank you very much, everybody. Stay safe out there. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and ice must be abolished. And Chesh, play us out.
Like and subscribe, everybody. Bye bye.
Glacios delenda est.